Does it ever feel like since you hit perimenopause, your brain got replaced with mashed potatoes? Like you walk into a room and think, why am I here? You're losing your words mid-sentence. Or when you finally pour a fresh cup of coffee, you find half-drunk mugs all around the house. You're not alone. You're not losing it, but this video is for you. I'll show you what brain fog is, what it means, where it comes from, and how to get rid of it. And no, brain fog in menopause isn't dementia, but it could be a sign that you're at more risk for that later, and I'll show you what to do now to help ensure that doesn't happen. So what is brain fog? First off, brain fog is very real. I know of women who've been hospitalized or had months of intense fear undergoing testing for severe early dementia or dropped out of school because they had it and no one realized it was just hormonal and what to do about it. What's actually going on when you get brain fog, and why do some women get it and some women go all through menopause without it? And let's keep it really simple and human, okay? 60% of women get brain fog, 40% don't. So it's possible to go through all the hormonal changes in menopause without experiencing it. So what's the difference between the women who get it and those who don't? There are 5 major contributing factors to brain fog during menopause that I want to talk about. If enough of them are happening, or any one of them is severe enough, you're likely to experience brain fog. Here are the 5 main contributing factors to why brain fog hits so many women in menopause. See which ones you think might apply to you. Number 1, hormones are changing, but they're not changing smoothly. See, estrogen and progesterone aren't just period hormones, right? Estrogen feeds your brain. It helps those neurons talk to each other, helps your brain make energy, and it helps your brain clean up waste. The brain has loads of estrogen receptors, so it expects estrogen. It's used to it. And if you suddenly give it none, and then flood it with estrogen and then none, it gets whiplash. The brain simply can't adjust in real time to these sudden changes or sudden drops in estrogen levels. And that lag while your brain is trying to adjust to those abrupt changes, that's brain fog. So if your estrogen drops smoothly enough, the way it was designed to, right, and never crashes too low, your brain can keep up along the way. So the key is to smooth out the changing of your hormones, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Progesterone calms your nervous system. So when those progesterone levels go too low or are swinging all over the place, the nervous system circuits kind of misfire, and that can cause the fog to roll in as well. So basically, hormones need to change smoothly, gradually, and in harmony with each other really is the key. But the second thing I want to talk about is fuel. Your brain in menopause may suddenly stop being able to absorb and use glucose efficiently. And glucose is sugar, but it's also the brain's food. And it's like the food's there, but your brain's mouth won't open to take it in. And spikes and crashes in blood sugar make that worse. So one of the keys here is steady fuel from steadier blood sugar can help with steadier focus and thinking. Okay, so we're going to come back to that. Third is the gut immune access. Okay, a leaky, damaged gut lets irritants into the bloodstream. Those irritants cause your immune system to fire up and create inflammation. And your sensitive brain is caught in the crossfire here. More inflammation can lead to more brain fog. The fourth is the stress chemistry in your body. Okay, like I said, the progesterone drops and your stress buffer thins. So cortisol, your stress hormone, starts to get really loud. And that chronic stress and high cortisol can actually steal blood flow and steal nutrients from your brain. Okay, just like a wrench in the works there. The fifth is those sensitive receptors. You want your brain's receptor doors, it's like its mouth, to stay open and sensitive and able to take in estrogen and glucose and neurotransmitters. And good circulation helps keep those receptors open, and good detoxification helps as well. Because if circulation is poor, a pile up of toxins is making those doors sticky. Either way, the brain is going to stop being able to absorb enough of what it needs through those receptors. Okay. Now, I want to talk about why this matters. First of all, you're going to feel better now, but second of all, this is how you protect your brain for later. I want to talk about Alzheimer's in postmenopause women. Why are we the ones to get it? So, 60% of women get brain fog. If you can be one of the 40% who doesn't, it feels great and it helps protect your brain later. Here's how. In midlife, you absolutely want to treat your brain like a VIP. So for example, if estrogen bottoms out too low for your body after menopause, estrogen moisturizes you from the inside out. So if it's very low, you might experience dry skin, dry mouth, dry eyes, vaginal dryness. And while you don't see or feel it the same way, that low estrogen can actually cause your brain to shrink like a little raisin inside your skull. They've shown this, and it happens exactly in the area associated with Alzheimer's. Okay? So keeping enough estrogen and keeping the estrogen receptors in your brain working well is something you make sure of now to help prevent Alzheimer's later. It's as simple as that. The goal is those smooth shifts, no sudden drops, hormones never going too low, and then also keeping those receptors open and healthy. Now what I want to do is I want to give you like the 7 steps to relief and protection, and then I'm going to give them to you in a quick action checklist at the end. Okay, so let's dive into what you can do, because obviously this is so important. It's worth it. So here's a step-by-step plan to clear the fog and protect your brain long-term. Number 1, one of the easiest ones to do is steady fuel for balanced blood sugar. Easy ways to start doing this. Eat within an hour of waking up and have a protein-rich breakfast. At every meal, every time you eat, it's not like you're never going to have carbs, but you want to pair together protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs at all your meals. And if you're even having a snack or having like your bigger serving of carbs or even a piece of cake or something, don't eat the sugar or the carbs alone. Pack on some healthy fats, some protein with it. That'll help prevent as big of a spike from the same carbs. So your brain really doesn't like blood sugar whiplash. So it's one of the reasons that you want to eat for blood sugar balance. Of course, it's also going to help prevent prediabetes, but your brain will especially appreciate it. Number 2, heal the gut to calm the brain. And an easy way to get started with it is include plenty of, in your diet, whole foods, cooked veggies, quality proteins, and anti-inflammatory fats. Okay? Whole foods, cooked veggies, quality proteins, anti-inflammatory fats. Chew slowly. Take short walks after meals. And if you tolerate it, gentle probiotics or collagen can help. Because less gut noise is going to mean less inflammation and less brain noise. Step 3, okay, so far, what have we got? Step 1, steady fuel for balanced blood sugar. Step 2, heal the gut to calm the brain. Step 3, create calm on purpose and sleep well. So lower progesterone makes you more sensitive to stress, and that lower progesterone and higher stress can also make sleeping difficult. Counteract that lower progesterone with some relaxation exercises. So 5 slow breaths with long exhales is a great one. Guard your sleep like it's medicine, because it is. Your brain goes through a detoxification cycle called lymphatic drainage while you sleep, but only if you're sleeping well enough and for long enough. Without it, inflammation and toxins build up in the brain and nervous system. We're talking 7 hours is your minimum. If you're not getting that, make getting help and figuring it out a priority. I will link to some other videos below on how to actually get sleep in menopause, okay? You can contact me as well. It's really important. Step 4, move like medicine, okay? Movement boosts BDNF. It's just like your brain's growth and repair signal, like miracle grow for your brain. And estrogen decline, which happens in menopause, lowers those BDNF levels. You can counteract that with exercise because exercise helps boost those BDNF levels back up. So here's how: just strength train 2 to 3 times a week, plus daily walking and getting all your steps every day. That's simple. But I really want you to think of muscle like the organ of longevity. Every study shows that more muscle is directly correlated with higher quality of life for longer and a longer life. And you want to get regular with this exercise starting now. Step 5, support your hormones. It's where this all started. These changing hormone levels, hormones changing too erratically, hormones dropping too low. This is the key, right? You definitely want to do something actively to support your hormones. You can do it naturally or with your doctor and HRT. In my lane, this means targeted Chinese herbal formulas. They help the body keep making hormones, smooth the hormonal swings, and stop the hormonal leaks, okay? Chinese herbal formulas and supplements together. Unlike HRT, this combination can actually help support not just hormones, but also circulation, detoxification, and even directly support focus, memory, energy for that exercise, and deeper sleep. When herbs, lifestyle, and nutrition work together, basically everything on that checklist I just gave you, the whole shift can get so much smoother, and your brain is really going to feel and appreciate that change. Now, step 6 is clear inflammation at the source. And this does not mean just adding turmeric, okay? You want to go in and fix what's causing and leaking the inflammation into your body in the first place. Could be gut issues, sugar chaos, high stress, toxin buildup, poor cellular health, or sluggish detox and drainage, including your brain's nightly cleanup, detox, and drainage. So, step 7, protecting your brain for the long game, okay? Keep your body repairing, not rusting. Left unassisted, as we age, our body basically rusts, goes through a process just like rust. You can actually prevent this with epigenetic support, so the wrong genes stay turned off, with really good cellular health, with all the things we've been talking about, okay? So here's how to protect your brain health, thinking, and memory later in life. And the thing is, you have to do this now before it's too late, okay? You combine hormonal support, cellular health support, epigenetic support, anti-inflammatory living, healthy detox and drainage, and adaptogens for immune balance. So we touched on how to get started with quite a few of those here, little bits and pieces, but that combination is how you protect memory and clarity for decades. So to recap and give you some easy takeaways, here's what not to do, okay, and a quick action checklist. What not to do. Don't ignore major brain fog. It's your brain asking for help. Don't wait for a diagnosis. Prevention is your best play here. And don't jump to extremes like 0 carbs or 1 million supplements or biohacking while the basics are missing. Here's your quick daily checklist, okay? Protein, healthy fat, complex carbs at every meal. Eat within an hour of waking and make it your most protein-heavy meal. Walk daily, strength train twice a week. 5 slow breaths with a long exhale. 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Cooked veggies, chew well, limit processed oils. Hydrate, make sure you're sweating sometimes. Hormonal support, don't forget this one, okay? I love herbal support for hormonal balance and circulation. It works great with HRT or as a standalone. Now, of course, If you ever have sudden neurological changes or scary new symptoms, see your clinician right away to rule out urgent causes, but make sure everyone on the team is still considering hormones as a possible part of the causative picture. Last thing here, I gotta make it like a friend confession, right? If I was telling this to a friend or a family member, I definitely wouldn't leave this out. These steps that I've shared with you are powerful, but just doing those steps isn't the whole picture, okay? If your hormones were shifting smoothly, you wouldn't have this brain fog. Quick fixes or standalone steps are a bit like stabs in the dark, like Band-Aids. You've got to stop the bleeding, okay? Real relief comes when you repair why the shift went off track in the first place. Why aren't you in the 40% without brain fog in the first place? It's a sure sign that one of the things we talked about has gone somewhat significantly off course. And the answer is you need a complete plan for supporting your hormones from perimenopause on. And you need to be able to identify which one of those areas is going off track the most and put your focus there especially, okay? This complete plan for hormonal care that checks on every single one of these issues is the way that you're going to avoid brain fog and other major symptoms of menopause and avoid so many of the health problems after menopause, not just brain health, but bone health and heart health and so much more. And how to create a simple but complete system for caring for your hormones is exactly what I teach in my free 90-minute masterclass. I will show you the exact 3-step system I use to help women create a simple system to fully support their hormones during and after menopause. I'll show you which of those 3 steps almost all other menopause solutions are missing. Because when you do all 3 steps together, the fog can lift, the memory can return, and you'll be protecting your brain for later in life. So brain fog, it's not your body breaking down, it's just your body speaking up. Let me show you how to listen to what it's saying and hear what it needs to shift everything smoothly. Save a seat in the next free masterclass at makingmenopauseeasy.com. I'm Dana LaVoie, the founder of Making Menopause Easy. I've been helping women through menopause for over 20 years, and I can't wait to help you feel clear again.